Game 3, Eastern Conference Finals. The Detroit Pistons have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Knicks?
And it's Game 3 of the Eastern Cup. You look. The Knicks. And the split in the first 2 games means 3 of the next 5 games will be on their home court.
Nice to have that edge in your back pocket. If they can make it 2-1 here tonight, they'll feel like this series is theirs for the taking.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. Cade Cunningham out there with Harris Levert. And it's Duran in at the center, locking down the middle.
Got to do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Runs in the pass to Towns, and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you so much. Towns against Duran. Tries from 7. And good, and it takes a nice bounce up the right iron and down.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jalen Duran.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And he makes the first.
What's striking about Karl-Anthony Towns is resiliency. He'll bounce back from challenges. He's got a very impressive positive attitude.
And Towns drops them both.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Towns. Duran. And Duran slams it in.
He's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious end time on the rim. Brunson against Thompson. And it's Brunson missing.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release.
Well, no question, he altered that shot. And most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Duran. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Back to Thompson. Driving in. And the shot goes in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Brunson scanning the floor. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
There's Thompson. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Well, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happened Evans did there.
Anunoby, good.
Wow, a level of physicality brought to OG Anunoby, and he says, I can match that.
It's Cunningham with the drive. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Knicks trail by 4. In the first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Anunoby finds Bridges. Towns a screen on Harris. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Brunson against Cunningham. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Back to Harris. Pocket 6. And Levert on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Levert's got his second basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Bridges. Thompson with the rebound. Detroit leading by 3. Cunningham passes to Durant. To Cunningham. Down low. Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Stolen by Brunson. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Bridges. Pass to Hart. And here's Brunson. Another shot. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Harris finds Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Anunoby outside. Pass to Towns. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
And at the offensive end, Cunningham is relentless. He will wear your defense out.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
And guys have done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
Rushan Yabusele, he's checked in for New York. Miles McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
Levert with it. Pass to Duran. Harris, bounce pass. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Hart. They're running. Here's Yabusele. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
So far, both teams scorching the defense. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And the basket by Harris.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
Towns kicks to Brunson. Second chance effort. Duran pulls it in. The Pistons leading. Thompson finds Duran. Thompson outside. To Duran. And Duran slams it in.
One thing I really like about Asar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
The Knicks shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Cunningham inside. Brunson covering. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Off target with his three. Now the Knicks with it. Trailing by 2. Pass to Towns. Abuzele up top. Now here's Brunson. Covered by Cunningham. Towns in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Stewart checked in for Jalen Duren. Holland comes in for Asar Thompson. Robinson's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Ivy subbed in for Cunningham. Robinson for 3. Drops in the tray. And the Pistons lead by 2.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
The rebound by Ivy. Detroit's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Harris back in off the glass. Harris has got 5.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
Yabusele is screen on Ivy. And finished off by Yabusele.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jay Nivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs to him.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Knicks trail by 3. Inside. Pass to McBride. Hands it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Robinson for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Robinson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Robinson. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's Detroit leading by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Final. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Gershon Yabusele is out there with Bridges. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Robinson, and it's Kolek in at the point. They're the group. New York will start the second one. Here's Yabusele. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For New York, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. 2 shots. That one is off. And the second free throw, good. Detroit has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Ivy passes to Stewart. He gets it in there.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Kolek. Ivy defending. Pass to Yabusele. Robinson, a screen on Robinson. He McBride. Kicked away. Now, here's Ivy. Outside Robinson. Here's Holland. Back to Robinson. Ivy finds Robinson. Drills the three-pointer. And now a 7-point Detroit lead.
It's like Ivy has that sixth sense of where his teammates are on the floor.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And the dunk by Stewart.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And New York making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. McBride bumps back. Bridges, no one around him. And the three ball is good. Bridges got 6.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
To the wing right side. Collins pitch to Robinson. It's intercepted. Here he goes. And again, it's New York. Pistons leading by 3. And here in the second quarter of action with a well under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to Harris. Launches it. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Harris. 12 points for him.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
McBride passes to Bridges. There's a screen by Robinson. 6 to shoot. Here's McBride. Out to Bridges. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. And this is a team that, quite frankly, has been incredibly impressive so far in the postseason, with only 3 losses to date.
And to get to this stage of the playoffs and only have 3 losses is really incredible. But they can't get carried away knowing that. The job's not finished.
Pistons leading by 4. Here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finish.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. They come into this one following a really disappointing game on Friday.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Towns is checked in for New York. And then for Detroit. Reed is checked in for Stewart. Green comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Cunningham in for Ivy. Pass to Yabusele. Bridges outside. Good, and his assist goes to town. 11 points from Mikal Bridges.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off and catch and shoot situation. Nicely done.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Andre Shamit's checked in for Miles McBride. And the Pistons with possession here. It's a 3-point game. They kick it out to Green from downtown. Hits the 3-point bomb. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. The kick out to Towns. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons.
And Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Towns. And Towns throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Cunningham against Yabusele. Cunningham inside. He's got 8. Sinks that one from the post. Cunningham's got 10 points in the game.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Bridges. Clock at 4. New York needs to get off a shot. There's Shamet. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Here's Cunningham. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they get pushed around on that low block.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Cade Cunningham is second. Jalen Duren third.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
The first one falls for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Gershon Yabusele. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Mikal Bridges. Then for the Pistons, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for Green. And it's LeVert in for Duncan Robinson. And LeVert, here we go. And it's in there. 6 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Reed against Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jalen Duren.
Well, making sure you get the shot opportunity through contact. Karl-Anthony Towns goes to the free throw line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
LeVert kicks to Cunningham. Goes back up. Here's Duren. And he converts the layup. Duren's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Anunoby right side. Towns for 3. Got a piece of it. Reed dishes to Cunningham. Back to Reed. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Outside, Towns. New York moving the ball around. Anunoby against Cunningham. Back to Brunson. Brunson being aggressive.
Now, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Cunningham passes to LeVert. The shot that time, not on target. Towns with the defensive effort. On the wing, Anunoby. Covered by Cunningham. Brunson the pass to Towns. Rebound by the Pistons. Duren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Knicks trail by 13. It's tipped. Here's Robinson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, way too much standing around in this quarter. They should look to get it inside for more high percentage chances.
Mikal Bridges checked in for New York.
I think obviously the shot blocking skills are the first thing you think of when you think of Mitchell Robinson. But this guy is showing signs of improving on the offensive end as well.
And the dunk by Towns.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Cunningham kicks to LeVert. They get it back. Towns with the steal. And And here comes the break. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And New York making a change here. Hart's checked in. Pistons leading by 11. Thompson in the corner. Reed finds Cunningham. And here's Thompson. He's guarded by Anunoby. And Thompson throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Anunoby with the screen for Hart. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. No problem knocking that one down. Towns has got 9 points now in the quarter.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Brunson against Cunningham. To the middle. Here's Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And so it's the Detroit Pistons enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the New York Knicks.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. And looking at where the Knicks stand in the... And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin...
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. We've got Kate Cunningham. Jalen Duren is out there with Paul Reed. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. And the dunk by Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns putting on a show on the offensive end of the floor. Legit three-level score, and he's got it all working.
Cunningham against Brunson. Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Here's Hart. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this game.
And that one drops for him.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Towns, a screen on Thompson. Brunson kicks to Towns. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Duren. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it's LeVert missing.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
And Towns throws it down.
Mr. Towns can hit you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Cunningham hits to LeVert. A putback, second shot opportunity, and Cunningham with the layup. Cunningham's got 14 points for the game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Jalen Duren, number 1. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Bridges outside. Here's Hart. The kick out to Town. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Hart outside. Towns sets the pick for Hart. 4 on the clock. Towns finds Bridges.
And we've seen them come out and be much more active defensively this half.
The pick out to Anunoby. New York missing again. Detroit leading by 16. Here's Cunningham. Rebounded by Hart. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Bridges deciding where to go with it. For the 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Thompson passes to Duren. Knicks with the rebound. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Anunoby kicks to Brunson. For 3, Bridges. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
With his 6'6" frame, Cunningham is a nightmare matchup.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. For the Pistons, Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duren, and Tobias Harris subbed in for Paul Reed. That's good from Cunningham.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Hart outside. Here's Brunson. New York, no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Knicks trail by 18. Anunoby outside. Out to Brunson. Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Here are the Pistons with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
Brunson against Thompson. Looking to get it going. Brunson with another miss.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Out to Thompson. Stewart with the screen on Anunoby. Pass to Stewart. Tipped away. Towns with the steal. Bridges passes to Brunson. Bangs home the trifecta. Brunson's got 9.
Got a high-value three-point shot from the corners. Jalen Brunson steps in and knocks it down.
Knicks trail by 17. Bridges finds Brunson. Anunoby has the open look. It's Hart on the wing. Here's Towns. LeVert grabs the miss.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
Pass to Thompson. To the paint. Here's Harris. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Yabusele, he's checked in for the Knicks. Then for the Pistons, Duncan Robinson comes in for Karis LeVert. And Ivy sub in for Cade Cunningham. Here's Brunson. Drains it from 17 feet out. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
We know that the defense in today's NBA wants to take away the rim and the three. Mr. Brunson says, I'll take that mid-range.
There's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what you need.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Brunson off the dribble. Good D by Thompson. Detroit leading by 13. Harris finds Thompson. Outside for Robinson. To the inside. It's deflected. Ivy passes to Robinson. No good on the 3. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. On the wing, Bridges. Guarded by Robinson. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. 5 to shoot. Here's Hart. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists in the game.
That's all great. Josh Hart, this guy will mix it up on the interior.
Ivy dishes to Thompson. Pass to Robinson. Back to Thompson. Robinson on the wing. Detroit, no good that time either. New York with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Brunson a screen on Ivy. And he trims the lead to single digits. Hart's got 7 now in this quarter. Pistons leading by 8. In the corner is Robinson. Robinson missing again. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
If Jalen Brunson is out in transition, you know his first thought is, I'm going to score.
Takes it inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on time. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
They've also made a concerted effort to put the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
They get it again. Pass to Kolek. Yabusele, the screen. Out left to the wing. Tries again. Rebound, Detroit. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, and they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Now, McBride. Here's Bridges. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Pistons lead by 8. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Towns is out there with Yabusele. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Kolek in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pistons leading by 8. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Thompson kicks to Robinson. Thompson passes to Robinson. Kolek grabs the miss. Nick shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's McBride. Good D by Thompson. Detroit's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. For the hoop. Harris. It's good.
And smart pick and roll play by Ivy. He saw a chance to open things up for a teammate and took it.
Anunoby outside. Pass to Kolek. Pulls up. Good. Nothing but net. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Now, here's Ivy. Guarded close. Robinson on the wing. Ivy finds Robinson. Knocks down the 3-ball.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Inside and stolen by Harris. Harris a screen. And he drives in. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And this is what you want Ivy doing. Attacking lanes to the rim with confidence.
Pass to Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Here's Yabusele. Over in the corner, McBride. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Anunoby. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the dunk by Stewart.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And that one is good. Kolek has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort.
Here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Defense left Ivy an opening there, and he just takes off for the finish.
Knicks trail by 15. Towns the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Pistons.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
And here's Harris from the arc. It's good from long range. And the Pistons lead by 18.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And a different look here for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Paul Reed comes in for Harris. LeVert's checked in for Thompson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Ivy. Brunson outside. It's deflected, and the call on the shot that sends him. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can...
The previous play is under review.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
It really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Reed, a screen on Brunson. Cunningham finds Reed. And we got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
When Jalen Brunson approaches a point guard position as a scorer, boy, this guy can light you up.
Yabusele, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Cunningham against Brunson. From On the wing, Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 20.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Outside for Robinson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 17 points for Robinson.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Robinson against Duran. Bridges. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets it.
And stolen by Hart. Pass to Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
That's toughness, that's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Cunningham kicks to Robinson. The Pistons working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. A 3-ball. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Bridges misses. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Driving to the basket. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Connects from 3-point range. Robinson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Bridges inside the 3-point line. And that one's on target from the wing.
Yeah, crafty move by Mikal Bridges off the pick. Just gets into some space and makes the shot.
Cunningham. Cleared away by Hart. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. It's a 16-point game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duran. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Towns, he's checked in for the Knicks. OG Anunoby comes in for Gershon Yabusele. And Detroit with the change here, too. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. Now here's Bridges. Now Towns. Outside Anunoby. Now Hart. Bridges fires. The long shot, no good.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, guys. I got some news from the Knicks head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's not enough to keep this game out of action, though. He's making a go of it. Guys?
Really, thanks as always. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel on the court, but in terms of strategy.
Outside Anunoby. Outside Brunson. There's Brunson from deep.
It's gotten to the point where you have to chase Jalen Brunson off the perimeter. This guy will really hurt you from deep.
Stolen by Brunson. And here we go, the fast break. Brunson's got it.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
So he gets them both. Pistons leading by 13. Cunningham drives in. Hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
And now we can start talking about game 4. What a magnificent effort and really a significant victory for the Pistons.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
And they're going to take one big step closer to the NBA Finals with this win tonight.
Yeah, and we know how pivotal Game 3s can be, especially when the teams split the first two. So they have a major advantage going forward. The lead may only be 2-1, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Cade Cunningham.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
Anunoby is screen on Thompson. Outside, Anunoby. And here's the three. And the Pistons with possession. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
113-101.
Cunningham on the wing. Brunson covering. The three goes down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Brunson. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Pistons lead 116-103.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first two games of the series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.